This download is the only extract the BBC has of this edition of Desert Island Discs. The presenter was Roy Plumley.
Are you a Londoner?
Yes.
You started in the theatre when you were very young indeed, didn't you? Whose idea was it?
Actually, it was somebody who was a friend of my mother's, and he said to my mother one day, I think these girls are very talented.
You and your sister Hermione?
Hermione, yes. And we went to Margaret Morris's School of Dancing, and she trained us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we started.
What was your very first job?
My very first job was part of a little orphan girl in a perfectly frightful old melodrama played at the Dalston Empire, which was called The Dawn of Happiness. And it really was the most terrible thing. It was supposed to come into London and go to Drury Lane, but it was really so very bad that it only played for a week in the Dalston Empire.
It died at Dalston.
It died at Dalston.
How old were you then?
8.
Yes. And after that?
Then, soon after that, I went to the Vic and played, first of all, I played the little Duke of York in Richard III, and then I played Mamilius in A Winter's Tale, and then I played Peas Blossom in Midsummer Night's Dream.
Well, that must have been great fun. And you toured with the Arch League of Service?
Yes, that's right.
You and Hermione, you were together in that?
Yes, we were.
And that must have been very good experience because it was fit up, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. We went round in a funny little old car, and we used to have to dance and sing and act and help with the costumes, and it was all absolutely gorgeous, of course. We loved it.
Your first grown-up success, although I think you were only about 15, was in the Nigel Playfair production of The Beggar's Opera.
Yes, and I played Jenny Diver. I think I was in it for nearly 4 years, nearly the whole run, yes. Mm-hmm. I wasn't in the very first few months, because a girl called Nonny Locke played it. And then she had to go to America, or she was ill or something, and they got me in, and I just went on playing it.
Yes. And Hermione had gone off in a rather different direction in the business.
Yes, she had. Well, she'd made this enormous success when she was 16 in The Likes of Her at the St. Martin's Theatre. Mm-hmm. And then instead of going on with serious acting, which I think she should have done, she went off into revue.
Yes.
And, of course, she's really sort of stuck with that almost.
Well, there you are, both of you established in the West End in your teens. I think we can count the Lyric Hammersmith as the West End, don't you?
Oh, I think in those days, very much
Certainly,
so, yes.
In the Playfair days.
Yes.
Well, what happened after your big and early success in Beggar's Opera?
Well, then I played Hedvig in a production of The Wild Duck, which we did at the Hampstead Theatre, and then it was such a success, we brought it into the St. James's, and it really was a sort of, you know, everybody said it was the most beautiful production.
Yes.
And I really did make a big success in that.
And there was a play called 100 Years Old.
Yes, directed by Granville Barker, which was very thrilling.
Yes.
And I played a lovely part, Corita. And a very tall, thin girl called Celia Johnson understudied me. And another very, very pretty girl called Peggy Ashcroft played a smaller part than I did.
Well, that was a pretty good cast.
So it was quite a good cast, yes.
Then you went to Australia.
Yes. First of all, I played Anne Boleyn with Sybil Thorndike and Lewis Casson at the Empire. Mm. And then after that, I went to Australia.
You had a very long run and a great success in a Scots play.
Oh, you mean Marigold? You know, my part wasn't meant to be a Scots girl.
Wasn't it?
No. I mean, she's the daughter of an English colonel and a French mother. So there's absolutely no reason for her to be Scots. But I found it rather, the dialogue rather sentimental and not very easy to speak just in my ordinary sort of voice. Mm. And Jean Cadell was playing my aunt, and of course she was a tremendous Scot. And I said to the director, would you mind if I played this part with a Scottish accent, if I can copy Jean? And he said, yes, we'll try it. And, of course, it absolutely stuck, and nobody who's ever played Marigold since has been allowed to be English. They're all Scots.
Leaping from highlight to highlight, I suppose your next big success was as Catherine Howard in The Rose Without a Thorn.
Oh, yes. That was a lovely part, yes.
Opposite Frank Vosper, wasn't
Frank
it?
Vosper, that's right, yes.
And then the Emmeline Williams play about the head in the hat box.
Ah, yes, Night Must Fall.
You played that in New York as well.
Yes, I did, yes.
And Emmeline afterwards wrote a
He
play
wrote
especially for you.
a lovely play for me called The Light of Heart, which was one of the most thrilling things that's ever happened to me in the theatre, I think.
And Dear Octopus, Dodie Smith's Dear Octopus, who was in that? Murray Tempest,
John Gielgud,
of course.
Leo Quatermain, Valerie Taylor, Nan Munro, and Muriel Pavlo playing, I think it was almost her first part. She played Scrap, and she was absolutely enchanting.
Yes. And then Terence Rattigan's The Winslow Boy.
Yes, that's right. Dear Octopus and The Winslow Boy, both directed by my husband.
Yes. And then Stratford. You took several Stratford productions to Russia.
Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet. I played the nurse
Yes.
in Romeo and Juliet. We were the first English company to go there for 40 years to Leningrad. And the excitement was absolutely unbelievable. They queued up for hours to get tickets, and at the end of the performance they used to rush down to the orchestra and applaud and applaud and applaud. It was really absolutely fascinating, most exciting.
You haven't done a great many films, have you?
No, I don't think film producers like me very much. Years and years ago, I made a film with the Speckled Band, I remember.
Yes, Conan Doyle.
Yes. And then, I think I've only made one since then, which was Arms and the Man.
But you have done a great deal of television.
Oh, yes, very early days, up at Alexander Palace with about one camera. And I did Candida, and I did Gaslight.
Yes. Very hard work then and rather nerve-wracking.
Oh, yes, it was indeed.
No tele-recording.
No.
And you did that very impressive BBC series, The Age of Kings.
Yes, indeed. That I enjoyed very much indeed.
And there's a rather noteworthy series that you're in at the moment.
Upstairs, downstairs.
That's the one I had in mind. Mrs. Bridges, the cook.
Mrs.
Did you
Bridges.
model her on anybody?
Well, I think I sort of did subconsciously. I sort of thought about an old cook we had years ago called Cookie, and she used to do her hair in a sort of flat way. It was always to me like a flat grey cap. And I know that I wanted my wig like that, so I think I must have been thinking about her.
Of course, Mrs. Bridges isn't all you.
You mean the figure?
I mean
no,
the figure.
the figure is not all me, I'm happy to say. There's a great deal of padding.
By courtesy of makeup department. Or wardrobe, which is it?
Wardrobe.
Now, a series has just finished. You're going to do some more.
Yes, we're just starting a new one now.
Another 13.
The last 13, yes.
What period?
1920s.
You carry on the story.
Yes.
What about your children? Any of those in the theatre?
My eldest daughter's in television, yes. She's at the BBC.
What about the others?
No, the others are not in the theatre. I only have another daughter and a son.
Yes.
But 6 lovely grandchildren.
Congratulations.